So today our focus will be different types of essays and what would be the structure of essay as per the type. So if it is agree disagree, how would we do paragraphing and what will we do in the introduction, in BPs, in conclusion. So I'll, if you have seen my video, I talked about 4 types of essays. Would you like to tell me what are the 4 types?
Argumentative, discursive.
One by one. Argue quantitative. Second one, we do it like this: comparative,
Comparative.
Comparative.
then discursive,
Discursive.
and
Problem solution.
Two type of question.
maybe you
To
call it
double question.
Double question.
Thank you. So every essay will fall under these categories. No essay in IELTS go beyond this. Every essay will be the part of these 4 categories. And if you know the structure of every category, then you don't have to worry about anything. So yesterday we were talking about agree disagree question. Okay, some of you were there in the session and we were talking about agree disagree. So let me tell you what is the feature of agree disagree. Basically in this, the key feature is your freedom. Your freedom to take your stand, basically. These are opinion based essays. Any idea what is opinion based essay?
You need to give opinion.
Yeah, it demands an opinion. But every opinion based essay is not argumentative. So, but this falls into the category of opinion based. The key feature is you have full freedom to take your side. Means whatever side you want to take. If the question is about something, you can completely agree with that, you can completely disagree with that, or you can partially agree with that. This is the key feature, how to identify an argumentative essay. There should be an opinion, there should be a freedom to give the opinion. Is it clear how to identify an argumentative essay? There should be an opinion, there should be a freedom to give an opinion. Any doubt about it?
No.
Okay. So let's take an example. If the question is, money should be spent on creating new public buildings such as museums or town halls rather than renovating the existing ones. To what extent do you agree or disagree? Do you think you can completely agree with this question? Or not? Is anything stopping you to completely agreeing with this with this question in this type of essay? Because
It's our choice, like it's individual choice.
yeah, but the question is giving you the freedom that you can do. You to what extent do you agree? You can say I completely agree, I completely disagree, I partially agree. So yeah, question is giving you the instruction statement. We call it the instruction statement, where you need to what is the demand of the question. This is the demand of the question. And the demand of the question is you can either agree, disagree, or partially agree. So, and this question can be asked in different ways. They can ask, you see these, they can ask, do you agree or disagree also to this question? What is your opinion? Okay. And some questions have like, is it a positive or negative development? If they ask you, is it a positive development or negative development? You can say it's a positive development. Or you can say it's a negative development. Or you can say it's both positive and negative development. And do the advantages of this outweigh the disadvantages? You can say yes. In only in this particular question, it has an opinion definitely, but I suggest you need to discuss both the advantages and disadvantages, and then you in BP1, okay, we'll discuss it, how to structure all this. So this question can be supported in this. Okay. We'll talk about it separately. So now my question is, after you write intro for argumentative essay, what you need to do in intro? What you write first?
Hook line, paraphrase, thesis statement.
And then you write thesis. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes.
Here in thesis, one thing is mandatory, and what is that? Is your opinion.
Opinion.
Give your opinion. Thesis means any statement that tells the examiner that what you are going to say. But now I am explaining you what you need to do in thesis in this type of essay. You have to write your opinion. So let's take some specific example now. I'll take this specific example so that you can. Now this is the introduction of same question. My student sent it to me. Do you think it has hook, line, paraphrasing, and opinion?
Is it the same questions?
No, this question is different, but it is agree and disagree. This is a hook line. This is paraphrasing. I'll post the question here. Yeah, this is the question.
He has not mentioned the opinion. He has written that he will put a light on his opinion, but it's not a clear opinion.
Yeah, but at least she
No,
gives
it's
her
written
opinion.
I completely disagree.
Yeah, she completely disagrees with this. So at least she has taken her stand that I completely disagree. So you see this? So at least she's fulfilling the demand of the question. I completely disagree, I completely agree, or partially agree. So do you see in the thesis, she talks about her opinion? There might be mistakes in this introduction, but my only concern is the structure. Structure, I have 3 steps. One is the paraphrase line, second is the paraphrasing, and third is the opinion for this agree, disagree kind of question. So,
Teacher,
But where is the opinion? It's a demand of question, like he has, like C and he is like whoever completely disagree. Yeah, we have to take a side, either one, right?
yeah, so
Or
she's taking a
in
side.
between.
She's taking a
Yeah,
side. I
in between.
completely
Yeah.
disagree with this statement.
Yes.
She's taking stand that she completely disagree with this statement.
teacher, can I ask you?
Yes, please.
Sorry, you can continue. Okay. Here, when you wrote hook line, yes, this oil and gas are the most demanding fossil fuels globally. It means this person gives here overall view about this topic. Yes, hook line. Or which mean have this words? I mean, if we use in first introduction.
Okay, so means I didn't get your question. What is the exact question?
No, I mean, what is the meaning here? Hook line. It means this
Okay,
person
let's talk about one thing. Actually, this session is about the essay structures and not about the basic things like what is hook line, what is paraphrasing, what is thesis. We'll not discuss all this.
I understand it, but I understood it. But I mean, hook line. It means it's when student give us overall view about this topic. Yes. Oh, it's not correct. What I mean.
No, again, I would say this is a question of what is hook line. So because if these otherwise everyone will, I want to make everyone attention on the particular structure of a particular essay. So if we ask questions which are like not completely related to that, so I'll answer. Maybe you again, you can ask me those questions later on after the session someday. But in this session, I'll talk about the structure. So I'll talk about people know, like most of the students who are in this session, they know what is hook line, what is paraphrasing, and what is the thesis statement. So now I'll tell what will be their position. And so
okay,
I understand your question. It is about hook line. What is hook line and what is the role of hook line? But please let us discuss this the whole structure and type of essays, and maybe some other time I can answer those questions. Is that okay?
Yes, it's okay. Sorry.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry for that. Yeah, thank you. All right. So my only concern is if you get this question, agree, disagree, you have to first three steps. One is hook line, then paraphrasing, and third is the opinion. So any question like, is she giving opinion here or not? Means I'm asking this question to everyone.
Yeah, she
Yes,
gave her opinion that
she's
they completely disagree.
Yeah. So that's okay. If it is this question,
I
you
think
have to give your opinion.
for this introduction, I think she shouldn't have mentioned the following paragraph will throw light on my opinion. Maybe because of
Yes.
that, you're getting confused whether
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
has written
She's
the opinion or not.
yeah. That's she has given her opinion, and she has just mentioned that the following paragraphs will throw light on my opinion. So that's completely fine.
Okay, sir.
Okay. She's saying that I completely disagree with the statement because this may lead to natural calamities and the destruction of a plethora of plant and animal habitats. So this she has given her opinion, specific opinion here, and just she has written a generic statement. And she could have like this is unnecessary otherwise. You can just remove it. So this particular, let me give the structure of complete, like I hope you already know. This is the paragraph 1. Whenever you write, paragraph 1 will be introduction, and introduction will include line, paraphrasing, and thesis. In paragraph 2, what is this? What is paragraph 2? Like it's BP2 basically. BP1, sorry. What is the structure of BP1?
Topic sentence,
Topic,
explanation,
Central idea.
example.
Central
idea
idea.
or central idea. And then
Explanation.
Explanation.
I mean, and elaboration. I mean, supporting.
and then
And last is a supporting idea with the
Example.
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 Yeah.
And paragraph 3 in your essay is BP2. The same structure. Topic idea, central idea, topic sentence, explanation, elaboration, and example. And then what is the paragraph 4?
Conclusion.
And you just summarize or you can reiterate. If it is opinion, you have to reiterate, again say like, okay, although this happens, but this happens. To conclude, I completely, in my opinion, or in my view, this. So you have to reiterate or summarize. If it's not a opinion-based essay, you have to summarize what is the information, like to conclude, these are the advantages, these are the disadvantages. And then after that, you can
Suggestion.
either give suggestion or you can make a prediction also. Like in future, this will happen. In future, that will happen. Suggestion is government should do this. Media should do this. So this is the whole structure of your essay. Now, in
Suggestion, is it mandatory to write suggestion in conclusion, sir?
no, it's not mandatory, but it gives the writer, like for example, if you write an essay, it gives open a platform to the reader that okay, next this should happen. So it gives some open platform. So you may see any TV debate also.
Okay.
Please, yeah. So you may see TV debates also. In that, in the last, they put some questions. Okay, these are the questions, so people have to answer it. So suggestion prediction is something that okay, after my essay, this is everything I wanted to write, but the future is this. In future, parents needs to think about whether they want to keep their children in a hostel or they want to keep them with themselves. So it is not a mandatory thing, but still it's a good thing so that the reader has an open platform to think. You present them a suggestion or a question or a situation.
Okay. Fine.
Okay, so the only difference is in argumentative type of essay, you will give your opinion in the introduction. Rest is you can. Do you remember that yesterday who were there? Like I gave my opinions, very specific opinion in the introduction. That the safety thing
Yes,
and
sir.
the,
Yes.
what were the two reasons we gave to support media should have positive and negative, positive and real news. And positive news because it motivates the youth.
Motivation.
Yes, yeah.
And,
Motivate.
yeah, and the other one was the safety, and people will know what we are aware of, so that when we go outside, we use the mask, sanitize.
And in argumentative, we should give opinion, and the opinion can be completely agree, disagree, or partially agree. Partially agree, disagree. Partially agree, we generally say. So this can be your opinion. And whatever opinion you give, you have to stick to it. If in the introduction, if you say I completely agree, now you have to only support the essay question. Let me, yeah. If you say I completely agree, so you have to write both the BPs about that money should be spent on the creating, not on new buildings, not on the old buildings. If you completely agree this question. And who will tell me, like, if I disagree with this question, what will happen in the BPs?
We will write. We will have to write
Two
BP1
ideas.
and BP2.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Same
2 ideas
idea.
about disagreeing only.
Very good. So if I partially agree with this question,
Then in BP1 we'll write one idea, and contradictory we'll write in BP2.
okay. So this is the only difference. If you agree, write both BPs in agreement. If you disagree, write both BPs in disagreement. If you partially agree, write one in support, one in disagreement. And then you have to give conclusion according to that only. Sometimes what people do, they say, I completely agree with this. Then in BP1, they will take the other side. Although digging earth, it is important to dig the earth or excavation for these reasons. But you are completely disagreeing with that they should not do that. If we talk about this question, with the increased global demand, if you completely disagree, then you should not support this idea anywhere in your essay. If you completely disagree means what?
Going against that
Going
idea.
completely against it, and the examiner will expect only that. So if you say something else and do something else, it is not in agreement with your stand. So we call it stand. Our stand is, what is our stand? Agreement, disagreement, or partial agreement. So whatever stand you take, you should, throughout your essay, you should follow that. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Please ask me if you have any doubt.
No, sir.
No?
Oh, we are good.
Yes. Are you okay, Mukesh? I mean, you're fine with the
Yeah,
information?
I'm completely aligned with you. Aligned with this.
Yeah. So if the
Yeah.
question comes, to what extent do you agree? You know what you have to do. If the question comes, do you agree or disagree? You know what is your opinion? The same. It is asking, do you agree, disagree, or partially agree? Is it a positive or negative development? So you can either say it's completely positive development, you can completely say it's a completely negative development, or you can say it's positive development also, negative development also. Yesterday, once my student asked this question, can it be a part of argumentative discuss both the positives and negatives of this statement? Do you think it can be the part of argumentative statement?
It's a kind of both sides.
Okay.
I mean, it's argumentative. Yeah, discuss positive or discuss the positive and the negatives of this statement. I mean, yeah, this is falls under, like, we have to
So it
like
comes
neither.
under advantage and disadvantage kind of.
Yeah, it's kind of, yeah, pros and cons we have to highlight of those. One body
So
paragraph will have a pros, second body paragraph will have a cons, I mean negatives. So
do you think it is, they are asking for an opinion?
discuss, I don't think so. They are asking about the let me
I
just
think
a moment. I'm
I
thinking discuss the
sorry.
positive and negative of the statement. I mean, it's a very similar to previous one, like, is it positive or negative development? If you are agreeing that it has a both positive and negative development, This means that we can switch to a last option, like discuss both positive and negatives of this development, and we should provide the opinion as well.
Where did they ask for the opinion?
I mean, if I can ask, if I can think in terms of like the previous one, is it a positive or negative development, right? And if I'm aligning with that, yeah, it's both positive and negative development as well. So I can like if I'm providing a opinion to on first the previous one, so I should provide over here as well, because it's
No, but they're
talking
not
about the
asking for
discuss.
the
I think
opinion.
so. I think it is more of a discursive type. If they will ask this, discuss the positive and negatives of this statement, because they are not asking for the opinion. So it will be
Yes.
a kind of
But if
discursive
suppose
type.
they say discuss positive and negative and then give your opinion, means then it comes under this category.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah. That's true.
yeah. So the thing is, what are the key features of argumentative? First, it will ask for an opinion. They are asking for an opinion. Is it a positive or negative development? They are asking you. Okay, there is a question mark. They're asking you what is your, like, do you see question mark everywhere? To what extent do you agree? Do you agree, disagree? What is your opinion? Is it a positive or negative development? So they're asking you. If they're asking you, it means they're asking for your opinion. But here they are giving you an instruction that discuss. They are not asking you, is it a positive
But
or negative?
that is not argumentative then, right? That
Yes,
will never come
that's my
inside the
point.
argumentative.
That's my point. If you give state opinion in this, this is not as per the structure of the essay. They don't ask for you an
Yes,
opinion.
yes. Yeah, now I got it. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Because
I have a
that
doubt.
Yeah, please.
So when they ask, is it a positive or negative development? In that, do we have to give the opinion? So they haven't
Yes.
mentioned any opinion, like asking for opinion thing. So have
So
we
opinion,
to give the opinion there?
no. They are asking you a question. What they're asking you a question whether it is positive or negative. So are you free to say yes, it's positive or yes, it's negative or not?
Yes.
If you are
Yes,
free
we are
and they
free
are
to
asking
say.
you, then it is an opinion. How will I ask you an opinion? I can use different words. I can say, okay, what is your opinion? What do you
Yes.
want to do? What do you think? Do you want to go with me? Do you want to eat this? So this all is the form of your opinion.
Okay. So if there is a question mark, we have to think of the opinion part.
Yes. You
Okay.
have to find it out whether they are asking me about my what I think, then it is an opinion. If they are asking me, is it positive or negative development? It is an opinion.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. But here they're not asking me. They are only giving me instruction. They're telling me discuss it. Now I have to discuss it. I cannot give my opinion here. I just need to discuss it because the instruction statement says discuss this. Here instruction statement says what do you think? Like, is it positive or negative? Do you agree? Disagree? To what extent do you agree? So be very careful about sometimes these questions are very, very confusing. If you give your opinion unnecessarily and you structure it that way, you'll not get good marks.
AJ,
Is it clear?
Sir, for is it positive or negative development? How can we answer the previous question?
You just say it's like, in my opinion, it is a positive development, or in my opinion, it is a negative development, or in my opinion, it is a positive and negative, both as like positive as well as negative development.
So we could say it is positive development and explain why it is positive in previous question itself.
No, why it is, no, it's not like why it is positive. Like, yes, you have to explain it. If you say it is a positive development, for example, let's make it with the increased global demand in oil and gas and discovered areas, area of the world are opened up. to access more resources is a positive or negative development. So you can say yes, it is positive development. We have to like open up these for more resources. We'll get more resources, more people will get jobs. So you can give reasons for why it is a positive development, or you can say it's a negative development, like flora and fauna or the animals habitats, they will be destroyed. Forest deforestation, it will lead to deforestation. So that's why it's a negative development. Or you can say it's a positive as well as negative development. In one BP you can say it is positive development because it is required for the economy of the world. It is a negative development because it is leading to deforestation and the uh, destruction of the animal habitats. So you can just like, do you agree, disagree, you can write why it is a positive or a negative or both positive and negative development.
So do we have to answer this question like a positive and negative development as the pros and cons, like mention the pros and cons with your opinion. We
No,
mentioned the
no, no pros and
advantages, and
cons.
the second one we mentioned disadvantages. Yeah. So we have to answer this same as that if we both agree, like if we agree as a positive and negative development.
Yes, not as the pros and cons, because it's not about what are the advantage and disadvantage of this. They are only asking whether it is a positive thing or a negative thing. So the difference between, they are asking for your opinion, and whatever opinion you discuss, you present, you have to go with that. When they ask discuss the pros and cons, now there is no opinion in that. They are only asking you to
Yes.
discuss the advantages and disadvantages, benefits and merits and demerits, like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Please
Uh,
mute yourself.
Sorry.
Someone, you see this around, this voice sounds.
I don't know
Yes,
from where this sound is.
background sound which is
Sorry.
bothering.
Yeah. Uh, I'm not able to
It is still
identify.
there. So
Is it Faugia? Yeah. Okay.
Panda,
Okay. Now it's gone. All right. So this is the structure of the whole essay. For every essay, for argumentative, you need to give your opinion in introduction, and you can give three types of introduction. And once you give the, sorry, opinion, you have to stick to that. Is it clear for argumentative? And argumentative can be these types, like they can ask you question in different ways.
yes.
Please ask me questions so that I can understand that you are getting everything. There's not too much confusion. The only, let me make it simple. Whenever there is an opinion based essay where you have complete freedom to take your stand, you have to give your opinion in the introduction. And then accordingly, you have to follow the structure of your essay.
Yeah. This is clear. So I mean, you need to give opinion, and we need to stick with the opinion.
Yeah, that's the key point.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. So yeah, let's discuss about this now. Do the advantages outweigh disadvantages? This is a part of argumentative, but what I would recommend, like in this, whatever you do, like if you say, I'll take this whole structure here. And what will I do? Whatever opinion you like, you say that yes, you agree that the advantages outweigh the disadvantages. Let's say you say agree. So what you need to do, I would say in BP1, you write the two advantages. In BP2, let's remove this because we are here about paragraphing. So and BP2, right? How many disadvantages? If you agree with that, yes, advantages outweigh disadvantages. So if you write two advantages in BP1, how many disadvantages you should write in BP? One. Good. That's the only difference. Like I would suggest rather going only one side, rather only saying that it has only advantages, because the demand of the question is, do the advantages of this outweigh the disadvantage? So somehow they are asking you to compare the both, but still you have your opinion. So my suggestion is whatever side you take, write more for that, write less for the other side, and then the rest is same.
So I would like to ask in this one, it's mentioned like do advantages outweigh the disadvantages? So it's the plural form of disadvantages. So one disadvantage is fine with it,
Yeah,
or
we'll say like it has only one disadvantage. Like we advantage outweigh disadvantages. So it has more advantage, less disadvantage. So it's only, yeah, it will not make any difference. Like if you say it has one disadvantage, because they are asking me us like they have to give. They cannot say that like do the advantage of this outweigh disadvantage. They can ask this way also, but it's completely fine that you say it has two advantage and only one disadvantage. So that's why I say that advantages outweigh disadvantage. So no problem. You don't have to give multiple disadvantages here.
Okay.
Okay. So
So
clear?
in
Yes.
I would add one more thing. How what do you write in a thesis statement for this one for advantage outweigh disadvantage?
Yes. Okay. So thesis I can write. It's generic in my opinion. Merits of this outweigh the demerits. This is your thesis.
All right, that's
It's a simple, like again I would say we can go for specific or let's make it specific.
yeah.
In my opinion, merits of reaching to the uh, newer places in search of resources outweigh its demerit. It's a little bit like again you are just not giving very specific information, but you are adding some information into it.
Okay.
Again,
And if we are saying like in the thesis statement, can we give the main idea of two advantages and one disadvantage, what we are going to talk about in the paragraphs? Can we do that if you are giving those,
yes,
specific thing like
why not?
yesterday
Let's do
how
it.
we did it?
Let's do it. My opinion, merits of new places in search resources outweigh the demerits. In my merits of reaching to the newer places in search boosts the economy and improves the health of people, which outweigh merits of reaching to the newer places in search of resources. It's like merits. Boost the economy and improve the health of people, which outweigh the demerit of deforestation. Now you are saying that it boosts the economy and health and improve the health of people.
Yeah,
Which
so we get two advantages like economy and health, and the demerits is the deforestation.
yes.
And we are going to talk about economy and health in body paragraph 1.
Yeah, now
and
in BP1 you will talk about what? You will talk about economy
economy and health.
Health.
Health of
and what will discuss what will you discuss in the
deforestation.
exactly. It is very simple in if you take like it is very simple to you in terms of the structure. Like if the question comes about advantage outweigh disadvantage, you just if you take the advantage, okay, let it's very clear to me. Like I'll write two advantages in BP1, I'll write one disadvantage, and in conclusion I'll say that okay, these are the major advantage, but now there is slightly disadvantage of the deforestation, but the economy and health are the more important aspects for human life. So it's a simple structure. Whenever this question comes, just think what do you want to go with the advantage outweigh disadvantage or disadvantage outweigh advantage, and just then write your favorite thing in the BP1 for 2 and write the other one in BP2. In BP1 you'll write 2 sides, and in BP1 you will write the 2 advantages, and BP2 you'll write the 1 disadvantage. So 2 versus 1, so that you can show which one is heavier side, so that you can show the weight, like which is more weight, which has more weight.
And so one more thing, it is you as you mentioned, like in the question it's mentioned do advantage outweigh disadvantage, and if we don't agree with this and we say that no, the disadvantage is more compared to advantage, so how do you how do you do that one?
Okay, that means you here you think that disadvantage are more than the advantage. Are you talking about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have one question on that. So
Mukesh,
can
I'll
we,
just finish it. I'll just
okay,
finish
yes, yes.
writing it and then. In my opinion, demerits of the of this demerits of reaching to the new place in search of resources destroy the forests and natural habitats animals, which outweigh the merit of improved
Economy.
economy. You just need to change the side. Now demerits of this outweigh the merit of this?
All right. Now got it, sir. Clear.
Thank you.
Thank
Mukesh?
you.
Yeah, so I'm still thinking like the question is specific, like do the advantages of outweighs the disadvantages.
Yeah.
Is it necessary like we go to against it, or is it where we can go against the statement? I
Yeah.
mean, it's
They are
asking,
asking you.
yeah, it is asking us to whether we are agree or not, right?
Yeah.
Do the advantages of his outweighs the disadvantages. So if we say no,
Hmm.
so then we have to write it this way, right?
Yes. They are asking us, do the advantage of this way outweigh the disadvantages? I say the disadvantages of this outweigh the advantages. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
And then what will you write in here if you change this? According to this thesis,
One advantage.
It's
Destroy forest and natural
destroy
habitat.
maybe
natural.
deforestation. Uh, like destroying the forest is deforestation actually. It's deforestation
Deforestation,
and
natural
loss
habitat,
of
loss of
loss to animal habitats. And what will you write in BP2?
Economic.
in VP2, like
Economy, because
yeah,
you
we'll
are
talk
saying that
about
economy is the
economy.
main advantage of this. Is it clear, Mukesh, why we are writing economy?
I got it. Yes, yes.
And you see, let me tell you about the natural flow also. When you say, see the natural flow, you are saying, in my opinion, demerits of reaching this outweigh the merit. So immediately after that, you are talking about the merits, sorry, demerits, and then you are giving a merit.
Demerits, yeah.
So see the flow, see the flow. You are
Yeah,
saying,
wherever, whichever we wanna agree, like which side we were gonna agree, we have to first in the first body paragraph we should write those things, and the second body paragraph we should mention the other part.
Opposite, wherever your opinion should be near to your BP, or your BP should be near to your opinion. Wherever you write your opinion, your BP should be very near to it, so that they can understand. Because if you are saying that it has more disadvantages, you should start with the disadvantages.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it clear about?
Yeah.
Sir, can we write the opinion in the last paragraph, second last paragraph before conclusion?
In this argumentative essays, because they are asked for your opinion, you should be writing it in the beginning, in the thesis only. That is the best thing, because they are asking for your opinion. Now the examiner wants to see your opinion.
So basically, on my opinion, I should write the whole passage.
Yeah.
Sir, is this question discussion plus opinion type?
No, this is not discussion plus opinion. We'll discuss about that. Next is that.
Sir, but I took a class, and in that class, he says that there are 4 types of essays, like advantages and disadvantages, which you discussed earlier. And furthermore, he told that like this question in which outweigh word is used, that is a discussion plus opinion type. And he stressed upon this word too much. Can you clear it?
See, like whatever structures I am saying, it's not like everyone is saying that structure. There are different people who are talking about different structures. So the only point is which makes more sense. And again, how they are asking you to write an essay. So the point is, I am discussing it in a different way. You can say it's a discussion, no problem with that, because I am asking you to write both the advantages and disadvantages. I am asking it to do it differently than these. Did you see that? In these, I asked you,
Yes, sir.
you can take only one side, agreement, disagreement, partial agreement. But I asked you to hold on for some time so that I want you to discuss this type separately.
Yes, sir.
That's the reason. If someone is who taught you about it's a discussion and he was pressurizing it, he was pointing it, that might be the reason. That yes, you have to discuss both the sides, both, and then you should give your opinion. But because it's my point is, because it is asking for your opinion, do the advantage of this outweigh the disadvantages. That's why you should tell the examiner, yes, what I think, so that he's not confused, he's not reading everything and then he's going for the opinion. You can do that in the comparative essays, which is like
Yes, sir.
discuss both the views and give your opinion. Here, there your main task is first discuss both the sides and then on that basis give your opinion. In that type of essays, you can write your opinion in the last, in the conclusion. But here, it's my recommendation. Again, I would say like you can do it in 10 different ways, but it's my recommendation. It's my like discussion with the experts. It's my experience. It's everything based on me. Okay. And you can see some 8-9 bands essays as well on the same topic, and then you can make your own decision. So it's
Yes,
not
sir.
like, definitely it's a good thing that some people are saying that give the opinion in the last for such kind of essays. They have their own logic, but my logic says because it is asking you for an opinion, you should give your opinion in the beginning only, and then you write why your opinion is this, and then you should again reiterate it in the last in the conclusion. So
Sir,
that's my
sir,
point.
sir, there is another question. As you write there, deforestation and loss of animal habitats, and in this type, we will create 3 paragraphs in which we can write about deforestation in body paragraph 1. In body paragraph 2, we will discuss loss of animal
No,
habitats.
in this BP only. Just in this BP only, you write both the type.
But there is confusion, sir. Some people says that there should be one idea in one paragraph.
Yeah, why can't it be your idea like uh, whenever
Sorry, sir.
whenever the natural newer places are excavated, leads to this is my one idea.
Mhm.
In this idea, I have 2 points. Because you don't use and like this in the. This is my central idea, and I'll explain it, and I'll give an example. Like in that particular area, whatever you want to say, I don't know, like in Sahara or this or that. In that area, it was like in search of oil. The few companies were given the license, and then they excavated everything. All the uh, major animals they lost their habitats, and it leads to deforestation, and as a result, it led to the uh, loss to the natural habitats of the animals.
If sir, am I audible? Can I say something?
Yes.
I think these are interrelated, deforestation and animal habitat loss.
Yeah.
Because I think only on deforestation we might not be able to write down too much. So I think both can go together. That's
Yeah.
why
So
you're suggesting.
try to write 2 advantages that can go together.
Yes. Okay.
Or
Sir,
still
but
it's yeah.
if there is a question like what are the advantage and disadvantage, I mean S is missing, S is not there then?
We have that in list. We'll discuss it like
Okay.
when we'll come to discussion. Discuss the
Sir, one
advantage.
more thing. Why like if we are opining towards advantages or disadvantages, so why do we need to discuss the other thing, the contrary?
Because what outweigh the other? If you say that this person is taller than the other, you need a reference point.
Okay, you need a smaller one as well. Okay.
Yeah, you need a smaller one to show that this one is taller. Otherwise, if there is no one is taller, otherwise, if there is no reference point,
Yes.
I can be taller to one person, but I can be smaller to another person.
Yes, so the smaller one should be there.
Yeah, reference point should be there.
Okay. Sir, one more thing, should we stress, if suppose we are focusing in our opinion on advantages, should we write more words in that body para and
Yes.
less in the second one?
Yes.
Okay.
Just 2 lines. Because you are showing outweigh, like, so you can write more about that a little bit, like 2 sentences. Don't make it like 10 and 5. Don't make that difference, like 10 sentences in BP1 and 5 sentences in BP2. Just
10 and 8 can go.
Yeah, otherwise it will like, just write 7. Yeah, 7 sentences in BP1 and 5 sentences in BP2.
Great, sir. Great. Fine. Got it.
Okay. So, and again, yeah, it's a good idea that only one idea should be in one BP. But if 2 things are related, you can definitely present it. And you can, whenever you talk about the advantages of anything, see what are the interrelated advantages, so that you can present it very well in your BP, and then you can give one example only for that. So, and let me tell you one more thing. If you say that one idea should be only in one paragraph, so when we talk about the advantages and disadvantages, so let's say, let's see. So can you please take this out? All right. So let me go with that one idea in one paragraph. So I gave my intro. It is a question of advantages and disadvantages. So yeah, so let's assume that this is advantage and disadvantage essay. Advantages and disadvantages. So do you think I should have 6 paragraphs here? Because definitely I need to write how many advantages minimum?
2.
And how many disadvantages minimum?
More than 1.
No. This advantage, disadvantage, not advantage,
2.
outweigh disadvantage.
Okay, 2.
So now there will be we have to follow this structure. If we
It can't be followed in 250 words. We will waste our time.
Yeah, so that was my point actually.
Got it,
Just
sir.
one question.
If you stick to that idea, I'm only talking about your idea that one idea should be in one paragraph. You should learn the art of how to. Yeah. Otherwise, can you do that?
No, we don't have time.
Can you write 6
It's
paragraphs?
60 minutes.
So we
40
can
minutes, in fact.
2 ideas in one body paragraph and then explain only one idea and then with one example.
Yeah, you can do that. Like when you can start, like I will discuss it. We'll come to the advantage, disadvantage. I'll discuss the.
Yeah, that was my point. Like when we move to this.
When we move to that, otherwise we'll get confused.
Yeah. Otherwise it will messed up.
Yeah. Otherwise, I just wanted to clarify one thing only, because one student mentioned that one idea in one BP. So I just wanted to clarify that so that he understands. But let's go to the next. So comparative. Whenever it is very easy. The structure is very easy. Discuss both the views and give your opinion. This question will come this way only. or you can say it. They may ask, discuss both the sides and give your opinion. When this basically compare, why we call it comparative? Because we have to discuss both the sides, and on that basis we have to give our opinion.
So, sir, in this case, we have to write the opinion in the last second paragraph before conclusion.
Exactly. That's my point. Let me take the structure.
Sir, in the thesis, can we mention that I am going to discuss these views and going to give my opinion at the end? This sentence can be add, or it is not required?
It's not required exactly. Means you can do that. It's not like you. It's not mandatory, or it's like you cannot do it. It's not like that. But the good idea is that they are asking you to first discuss both and then give your opinion. See, they're asking to discuss both the views. So what is the first task? What is the first responsibility?
Yeah, to give the views.
So in the thesis, what you write? Generic. Do not give opinion here. Opinion. Example. Suggestion prediction. Means you example is like you can give your personal example. For example, if they talk about, let me take the question. Yeah, I'll come to the this is the example. Yes, this is the example. So some people think that young people should follow the traditions of their society, and other things young people should be free to behave as individuals. Discuss both the views and give your opinion. Sorry, did you ask a question?
No, sir, sorry.
Okay. So now I'll just in my thesis, I'll do the same thing like hook line, paraphrasing. Just in thesis, I can write before for an opinion is important to discuss both the aspects of this argument. And then you can start here. Your paragraph, like you can start your BP. Here I am not giving my opinion. I am saying that before giving opinion, I will discuss both the sides. And what are the side? One side is I will discuss why young people should follow and what the tradition of the society, and other is why young people should be free to behave as they want. First, I'll discuss these both the aspects of this argument, and then I'll give my opinion. So, for example, if I support that young people should follow the tradition of the society, it should be mentioned in BP1 or BP2. If I go with they should follow the tradition of the society.
I mean,
Whichever side we are supporting, that side should be in BP2.
Yeah, exactly. Very good. That was my point. Because where is opinion? Opinion is here. It
In
should
the
be
conclusion.
The
yeah.
conclusion.
So it
it's
should be
with
the
the
near the
flow.
conclusion. Yeah, because once you talk about it and then immediately you talk about the opinion, so it will be coherent. Here, Where was the opinion? In the introduction?
Yeah.
So where will be your main paragraph?
BP1.
So that's the only difference.
So wherever we are favoring the situation, that should come close to the conclusion or
Exactly.
opinion.
Yes. And it's the only these two. There is only confusion in argumentative and comparative. Because comparative, they ask to discuss both the side first and then give opinion. That's why the opinion will come in the last. That's why my side will come in BP2. But in argumentative, they directly the main question is, what do you think? Do you agree, disagree? So we have to give our opinion in the introduction. There is no doubt about it that in argumentative essays, we should give our opinion in the beginning only, because it's very much opinion based essay and we are free to give opinion. We have to give our opinion in the introduction so that examiner is clear what side you are taking, and then he will watch how you are explaining your opinion, how you are supporting your opinion. Is it clear? Like the only difference, otherwise what we'll do now, it's one good thing about here in BP1, you already know what you need to do. In BP2, you already know. It means you don't have to get confused whether I should be completely agree, completely disagree, partially agree. You don't have to get confused. You have to discuss both the sides and then just give your opinion in the conclusion.
So, sir, here in this type of essays, if we are like agreeing with one view, so are we supposed to give like 2 points in that like BP2 for
No,
that?
no. It's
Okay.
just only you have to support two sides, and then you have to give your opinion which side you support. It's not outweigh.
Okay.
It's not
Yeah.
outweigh what is larger than the other. It is just what is your opinion? What idea do you support?
And what kind of example we would be writing in like conclusion here?
Okay,
Like
for
this is
example,
my opinion. Yeah.
yeah,
In
for
the like
example,
the conclusion opinion.
yeah. So you can say, for example, if you favor that young people should follow tradition of the society, then example you can give in Indian society, most young people follow their elders, and as a result, there are less family death and personal conflicts among them, because they learn about following the rules and adjustment in their initial years, or you can say from the young age. So you can give like this kind of example.
Okay.
So maybe
Then in this like conclusion, we wouldn't really need to do a like a suggestion or prediction, right? Like since like with an opinion we have stated an
you can
example
just say
also.
that in future more societies of the world may motivate.
Sir, is it necessary to state an example in the opinion?
See, if you just say this is my opinion, it will be very weak thing. So if you support it with an example, it will be like very much strong now, because whenever you give an example, there should be some base behind it. Sorry, whenever you give an opinion, it should be supported by something. So it will be, now the examiner will have no doubt about like, okay, why you support this opinion or this side. So try to give.
Okay, when we write our opinion, means after the introductory paragraph, then
No,
also we have to support.
We are talking about the conclusion here. For example, you can say to conclude, although, because you are taking both the you have to discuss both the sides, so you have to support that also. Although youngsters should be given some freedom, they must follow the traditions and customs of their culture, their uh, their elders. Uh, One minute. This can be your conclusion. Most of the word may motivate young generation. Step. So this can be your conclusion for this question. Now you are giving your opinion here. This is your opinion because they must follow, or you can say, in my opinion. Now you are saying, in my opinion, they must follow the tradition of the elder for this and benefit. You are talking about the benefits. You are saying that they should do it because of the benefits, and this is the benefit. You are giving.
Sir, my doubt is whenever we give opinion, we should support it with the example, or just in this case only?
In this case only, just only in the when you give opinion in the conclusion. Now it's only one sentence about your opinion. So this is a major part. Discuss both the views and give your opinion. This is also one part of your task.
Okay, sir.
So you should give one example to support that.
But in the beginning, when we are giving opinion, then we need not to give example at the beginning.
No. Just to support your opinion strongly, you are giving an example only in this particular situation, and discuss both the views and give your opinion. Don't do it elsewhere.
I have a question.
Yes.
Like in EP1, suppose we are discussing two views. Of course, we will support one of them. So we support BP first or second, however, it doesn't matter. We'll have to give two examples of same opinion, I think. Am I right?
No, can you repeat your question?
related to one topic, I mean, either choose the first one or second one, we'll have to give two examples in that, in this case then.
Yes.
In the body
one in the B2 and one in the here basically they ask about personal example, like in Indian society, or you can say in my society. Sorry, you can say my society. Personal example, like personal in my society, most of the young people follow. Give a personal example. In the BP here, give a generic example.
So I think in BP1 we will give a generic example of the same.
No, in BP1 you are opposite idea. For example, if you are supporting the young people should follow their elders. So you will write they should have freedom. Your main idea would be freedom because it's you have to discuss both the idea. You will discuss opposite idea in BP1. You will freedom.
Example will be
related to freedom only. What is the benefit of freedom, or you would support the freedom through example. The point is, see here you have to discuss both the sides. Both the side means you will support in one paragraph, you will support this question argument, and in other you will support this argument. You will not completely only talking about this. You have to discuss both the sides. It is just like, okay, some people say love marriage is better, others say arranged marriage is better. Discuss both the views and give your opinion. Now in one BP you need to talk about the benefits of love marriage, in another you need to talk about the benefits of arranged marriage, and then in example you will give your opinion that okay, I go with arranged marriage because of this reason, and in my family all people have arranged marriage, all are happy. So this is the way.
Yes, sir.
You have to discuss both the sides. In BP1 you will discuss one side, in BP2 you will discuss other side, and then in conclusion you will give your opinion, you will give your personal example. Personal can be like in my society, in my family, in my relative house, in my maybe you can say school, you can say anything.
As per my knowledge or as per my experience.
Yes, yeah, great. That's a good. As per my experience, this if this happens, this will happen.
And we have to give examples in BP1 and BP2 also.
Definitely, that's the structure of every BP. You have to write central idea. You need to explain it. You need to give example. Is it difficult to make up a personal example for anything? You don't have to give real life, like from some magazine or something. You can make up your own examples. The examiner just wants to see like your writing skills, not your factual or general knowledge. But give an example which can make some sense. Which it's don't give. In my experience, I know aliens and they live on a far away planet. Don't do that. Okay.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about Indian society. So in my society, so give a like logical example. Shall we move forward?
Yeah. Yes.
Sir, understood.
Yes, sir.
Still, you people can like post your queries on the group, and then I know that it's not like always in one, because these are I'm very you can say I'm trying to do a lot in one session only, but I know that it is related to some few classes stuff, not only one class. But I'm giving you an orientation. You can try writing your stuff. You can share it with me, sir. Is this example okay for the conclusion? Or you can share your queries in the group. Definitely, it's not the end of the teaching or learning.
Sure, sir.
Yeah. So discursive is no opinion. If there is no opinion, it's discursive. Read the instruction statements and let me know is there any opinion in any of the statement.
No.
No, there's no
No,
opinion.
there is no opinion in this discussion. You have already written that without any opinion, you need to just cover all the aspect of the question. And
You just need to discuss both sides and end it with a conclusion without giving an opinion.
Without opinion, it's very easy. Like if you get a discussion, that now I need not to give any. I just need to discuss the advantage of this, discuss the disadvantage, and in conclusion, I need to make a summary. That's all. Let's discuss. Copy that.
Sir, in this discursive, when we are making a summary, then can we repeat uh, certain sentences or words from the above BPs?
Yeah, but try to write a different word. Like you can repeat definitely, but when it is necessary, there is no other appropriate synonym. Otherwise, here will you show your vocabulary skills? Where will you show your lexical resources?
Mm-hmm.
That's lexical resources that you can use different words, different appropriate synonyms for.
Okay.
So here, summary.
So for this kind of essays, in introduction for thesis statement, we just have to give the generic one and not the specific one, sir.
Are you talking about thesis?
Yes, sir.
You can do
Suppose
both.
about advantage and disadvantage. So for that, in thesis statement, I should say like this essay talks about the benefits and deficits of this topic, and not about like what idea I'm going to write in the main body paragraph.
You can do that. See, thesis, specific thesis is your art, your capability. It's your skill, basically. If you can do everywhere. No essays like that where you cannot where you cannot write specific thesis statement. Only other than the comparative, discuss both the views. If you are able to write a specific thesis statement, you can go ahead with that.
Sir, I have a question related to the one that ma'am asked. Like in our opening statement or the first para introduction, is there any kind where we should not write this, like this essay or this essay will discuss?
No, that's the mandatory point. You have to tell the examiner. That's the thesis. You have to tell the examiner that what you are going to do next.
Okay, what will be following in the next paragraphs? Just
No.
we need to inform him.
I'm not talking about this essay will discuss this. I'm talking about your opinion, what you are going to do next. Like you may go, you may discuss your opinion next. You may discuss both the sides next. You may discuss the advantage, disadvantage next. So, and you can use two. I don't know if you may not you have attended my session on thesis. Basically, thesis had two types: generic and specific. Generic is your only general information that in the following paragraphs I'll discuss the advantages and disadvantages. That's a generic statement.
Yes.
Specific is the advantages of let's discuss online education. The advantage of online education. Now it's very difficult question. Like for example, let's take this out. The advantages and disadvantages of online education. So now you will say the online education. This essay will discuss the advantages of online education in terms of learning from home and less expensive, and the disadvantages include no presence of a real teacher, and there can be distractions. So this is the specific thesis statement. Like you are telling the examiner that I'll discuss these two advantages and I'll discuss these two disadvantages in the beginning only, in the introduction only.
So directly we can mention the advantages are so and so and the disadvantages are so and
Yes.
so.
Yeah, you can say this as a
So
civil
Sir, we can literally mention that I am going to discuss about these two advantages and these two disadvantages in the upcoming or following paragraphs, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, if I am an examiner and you tell me like, okay, what you are going to discuss, and you exactly discuss that, shall I say that you are an intelligent person, or you have good hold on your ideas and your planning, or not?
Yeah.
Good introduction kind of thing.
Yes. If you are able to mention that in good words, what you are going to discuss, what are your advantage and what are your disadvantage, it is very easy for the examiner to understand what is the whole. Otherwise, the examiner, see, generic statement is also okay, but specific is above generic. Okay. So
I have one point. Doesn't that make for the whoever the checking that part, like examiner? So it's just for like I'm thinking in a different opinion. Like we are relieving everything on that introduction. Like these are my point. These are the things
lot of
I'm
good
going to do
information
this,
so that examiner,
and that will makes like something. Yeah, it's done. User has done. If I'm making
I
some
want
mistake over there, uh,
We are consuming words. Won't you feel that we are consuming unnecessary words?
no, you are the lexical resources.
Okay.
You are showing that you can say advantage of like uh, uh, less expensive in cost effective. Here in the more word you use for one thing, it means you are able to show your lexical resources. How the examiner will judge your lexical resources?
By
Like
writing in
25
an
of the whole essay. Means
Sir, can you once repeat that line? Actually, I missed it. This essay will discuss the advantages of education. What was that? Uh, okay.
So now I am telling the examiner that the
Yes,
advantage
sir.
is this cost effectiveness and learning from home, and advantage is this, and the disadvantage is less interaction with the instruction and distraction. So this is my perfect thesis for this question. Now in BP1, what will I discuss? What I'm supposed to discuss in BP1?
Advantages.
Cost effectiveness and learning from it.
These two advantages.
And sir, example should be of any one of them.
Try to give the example of the latest one. Latest means if you write cost effectiveness first and learning from home after. So the example should be learning from home.
Okay.
If you
We can give example for both also, right?
you can write for both also. If one example can take care of both the sides, that's okay. But sometimes it's not possible. The ideas are a little bit distinct. So in that,
Just a one
example for
another point.
Sir, if we add example while we are writing for cost effectiveness, if we add example in between and we write about learning from home after that, so will that be fine?
don't do that, because the thing is, why you if you want to give like example of cost effectiveness, write it after.
Okay.
What is the like what?
Because in many types of essays I've seen they write the example in between, I mean after second line, and then they continue after that.
You can do that. See,
I mean, what I'm thinking is that I can add additional ideas by completing one central idea with explanation and with example, and I'll add one more advantages.
In addition,
just given that. Yes, this is the advantage. It's like central idea and explanation. That's all.
Explain. Don't give only idea. Explain.
Yes.
If you give any idea without explanation, that is again yesterday we discussed about task achievement. You are not explaining. If I say, if someone asks me, yesterday I also discussed that, what are the benefits of mobile phone? I can tell 10 different ideas, but explaining each idea will tell your logical understanding of a particular benefit. So you have to, whenever you give one idea, explain it. You may not give an example for that. That's okay. But minimum at least explain it. Don't leave it just after introducing.
Yeah.
So this, let me confuse you a little bit. This is the question. Read this and tell me what you are supposed to do in this.
The advantage of first sentence and the other one, and then the disadvantage of first one and second. Like we have to talk on both sides.
It is a comparison of
We have to discuss the advantages and disadvantages of both the methods.
But
It's just a method. Method is not method is just like a two statement, right? It's nothing like change over
first,
here. These are the
first we will discuss the first point. Nowadays online education has become popular. First we will put this in BP1. Starting we will discuss the advantage, and like in that para only we will add however or on the contrary, and then we will put disadvantage as well in the first BP only.
Very good. Because I remember.
And in second we will discuss many people prefer the traditional classroom and we'll put both in one only.
Yes, that's like very confusing question. Otherwise, it is not, questions are not confusing. Like it is asking for advantage, disadvantage of this. Advantage and advantage.
For this kind of question, we should write only one advantage and one disadvantage in one BP1. Sir?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And one advantage, one disadvantage of this in BP2. And then
because ultimately they will become two advantage and two disadvantage in the whole essay.
Not become two advantage and two disadvantage. Ultimately, they'll become only one advantage of, because they are asking for online education. For
One topic, one topic. Yes.
one topic is advantage, disadvantage of online education, one BP. Other BP is
Yes.
disadvantage of traditional classroom study. But
So after that, the conclusion.
after that, the conclusion that for online education, this is the advantage and this is the disadvantage. For traditional classroom, this is the advantage. This is
Okay.
So what I understood over here is like the first part is if I'm seeing that is advantages, right? So I can write advantages, and second part I can the first part as well, like I have to mention the disadvantages as well, right? And the second part will have again advantages and disadvantages.
yes, and how it is different from the other topic. Let me show.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about it as well, like the for discussive just.
Normally, the question is not like this. The question is like this. I'll show.
Just only one statement. Yeah.
How online education become popular as more companies offering this? Discuss the advantage of online education. Do you see this the difference? Now you need to discuss two advantages of online education in BP1 and two disadvantages of online education in BP2.
So, I mean, I didn't get you. I get the previous one. However, could you just explain again, sir? Because a lot of confusion. People were talking, so I couldn't get that.
There can be two questions. One is this. These are the two questions. Both are advantage, disadvantages. But here, 2 points. Here they are talking about the traditional classroom also. And they are talking about the online education also. So they are asking discuss the advantage and disadvantage of both methods. It means they are asking me to write advantage and disadvantage of online education and advantage and disadvantage of traditional classroom. In this question, it's only asking for the advantages of online education and disadvantage of online education. There is no traditional classroom in this question.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
This was the point. You have to be very careful. I remember one of my students who wrote only one side, like only she thought that okay, advantage, disadvantage, okay, just one point, and just wrote two advantage of that online education and two disadvantage of online. Completely missed the traditional classroom stuff.
So I just wanted to ask, the body paragraph would be, is it first body paragraph should be online education and compare with tradition. Is it? Hello.
What is your question?
Body paragraph should be online education compared with that with traditional classroom. Is it like that?
There is no comparison between traditional classroom and online education. It's only advantage and disadvantage of both the. It's
Uh-huh.
advantage, disadvantage, and advantage and disadvantage of traditional. There's no comparison between the two.
Sir,
For
but
example,
it's generally written in the in the question paper that do comparison wherever necessary. So in that case, we have to include one more paragraph after body paragraph 2 for comparison.
Yes, you can write 2-3 sentences about it.
In the body paragraph 2 or
You can make
another
another
paragraph.
third paragraph is not that big deal, but making 4 paragraph is a big deal.
Okay, sir.
If they ask to make comparison, then you can say like in 2 sentences, or maybe you can compare in the conclusion as well.
Okay.
So it's not whatever, because that's the art you have to develop. but you can make another paragraph or you can do it in the conclusion. Okay, so these are the questions where you need to give the direct answer, no opinion. And be careful about discuss both the views and discuss both the views and give your opinion. Discuss both the views means only discuss both the sides. No opinion, but discuss both the views and give your opinion is discuss both the sides and give your opinion. Okay, so just direct, no opinion, direct answer. And now I'll move to the, it's been a long time, so I'll just try to finish it so that we cover all the 4 types. Now double question. Double question is very easy to answer, but some people get very confused in it. Double question has 2 aspects. One direct question, one opinion. See this question. In what ways technology affected the relationship people make? And has this become a positive or negative development? Do you see 2 parts?
Yeah.
Yes. What would be the structure? Let us discuss the structure of it. Very easy. Like you have a lot of information to say. In this, you just write, like first I'll discuss in the thesis is you can say, you can write a generic thesis, technology affects the duration of time they spend together and in my opinion this is a negative development. Okay, you are answering both the sides, like you are answering the question also, you are giving your opinion also. And if it's negative development, you just say it's a negative trend. Is it clear?
This is the intro, first para. Thesis. Okay.
Thesis means what you are going to say. You are saying that the question was, in what ways has technology affected the types of relationship people make? And is it a positive or negative development? You are saying technology reduces the time people spend together. And in my opinion, this is a negative trend. So you are answering this whole instruction.
I'm not getting that question. Like we have 2 things over here. Nowadays, the many people, like many people interact with each other has changed this because of technology. In what way technology? So what about the first part? This was only information.
No, this is a, yeah, this is there are 2 parts of every question.
Background. So these are the background information or what? Like
one is instruction. One is essay. This is the essay information. This is essay instruction. This will tell you.
Have to paraphrase it.
Stuff.
We should paraphrase it as well in.
Yeah, that's for paraphrasing. No? Like
yeah.
That's the essay question, essay information that you need to paraphrase.
Actually, we should provide a thesis of exact question, like what is being asked, right?
thesis is related to the instruction, and these are all. Let me tell you, these are all instruction. Like discuss the advantage. These are all thesis. Sorry, instruction.
Yes. Instruction, yeah.
So in this question, what is the instruction statement?
Discuss advantages.
Yeah, like discuss the advantages and disadvantages of both methods.
Both.
Hello.
Yes, thesis is the answer.
Your voice is cutting sometimes.
Okay. What I am trying to say, thesis is the answer for the instruction statement. For example, they asked discuss the advantage and disadvantage methods, and I am writing the essay will discuss this, and this. See? Let's say this is the question. Question is this. This is not the question. Yellow part is not the question. Do you see the question statement in the yellow part? Is there any question here? Or any suggestion, any instruction? It is just information.
No. This is
the question. And I am answering this question.
Yeah.
So this question has two instructions. That's why we call it double question. It has two instruction statements, not one. One is the direct question, another is the opinion. It is asking for some answers also. It is asking for some opinion also.
You just mentioned that paragraph 1 introduction, hook line, paraphrasing, thesis do not give opinion over here.
Yeah,
This one, yeah.
Because I copied and.
Oh yeah, no problem.
You can write. I'll discuss in generic. If you want to write, I'll discuss the various ways of how relationship is affected by the technology, and in my opinion, it is a negative. Because you have to answer both the questions in your thesis, either in a generic way or a specific way.
Yeah.
And in what will you write in? You will give the answer of how technology affected relationships. You will BP1 would be answering this yellow part.
So for this question, they've asked in what ways has technology affected the types. So we should write two ways, sir. Like how it is affecting.
Yeah, you can write two ways. Like I was writing the thesis that the interaction, direct connection, and
Right.
the
Wide one.
Sir, we need two ideas. Like people have become less emotional and increase in divorce rate. So these are two.
Yes, you are right.
Effects.
Two interrelated things. You can give two interrelated things.
They can go well.
Okay. Yeah, they can go well. Like they don't spend much time and they are less emotionally connected. They are less emotionally connected, and they don't have social support now. Like any two ideas that can go well together.
For second question, we should just provide like how this has become positive or negative. So for that, we should provide only one idea with an example.
Just only take one side, that it is a negative trend and why it is a negative trend. Don't try to complicate it by taking a partial agreement here.
Okay.
Just take only one side, that it is a positive development or a negative development, and then just explain that in one.
But if we had already discussed these two effects in BP1, suppose we discuss less emotional and high divorce rate. So, I mean, what we will write in BP2?
We will write
Should it be related to this?
Happen in the future. Negative developments what will be its, like, what is the direction of it? Like, direction means you can say, like, if people are less supported and less this, then what will happen? In the first, you need to only explain that they are less, they are less emotionally connected.
Causes kind of thing
Yes.
in second one.
What is the effect? You don't need to.
They can, okay.
In the negative development, you need to tell that if it is like they are less connected, what will happen? They will like in future, what will happen?
Introvert.
They will not
They can
support
become
each other, forget it.
They can become introvert, or maybe some health disease,
Some
like
emotional problems.
emotional disorder. Yes.
Let's understand it this way. What is the effect? Emotional less emotional connection. That is the effect.
Yes.
And what is the development? It's a negative development. If people become less emotionally connected, they will develop depression.
Depression, yes.
Okay.
Mental disorder, something, anything like that.
Anything. So the same, let's discuss this question. It is predicted that robots are going to become increasingly important in our lives. How could robots be used in future? This is, you will tell how they can be used. Will this development be positive or negative? You can say robots can be used for as machines, like they'll serve in the restaurants. It will be easy for some doctors to robots will do the surgery. That's the how they will be used. And is it negative or positive? You can say it is a positive development, because people will get easily, they get treatment. The treatment will be cost effective or less expensive. So this way. And read some band, because this is a complicated one. So read some band 9 essays or 8 essays on such kind of questions, so that you can get how one part is addressed in BP1, how the second part is addressed in the BP2.
Okay.
We need more ideas for this. I mean, if we're discussing one idea in this part, how could robots be used in future? We'll have to stick to that particular use.
Yeah, no, if you say that robots can be used in the medical field and the like agriculture field, then you can say in the positive, in the development also, you say that it's a positive development, because you are telling like it's affecting people positively, or it has a positive use. So try to be stick to that side only. Don't make it a negative side completely. Because
suppose if they are used in army, so like people will not die in war, only robots will fight, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take one last question and then we'll call it a day.
Sir, I'll be very honest with you. Actually, there was some internet connection issue, so I joined a bit late. What was the first topic we discussed? Just give me 30 seconds.
I'll upload this video on YouTube, and from beginning you can watch it.
Okay. Thanks a lot. Okay.
Any other question, please?
So in this, I mean, is it a positive or negative development? Is it that means, is it your opinion you have to give, or?
It's an opinion, definitely. It has two parts. One is, it is like discursive, and other is like argumentative. So the first part,
Sir,
sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, so this one is like discursive, that you have to just give the answer, no opinion, how robots can be used in future. And this one is like argumentative. You have to give your opinion. Is it a positive or negative development?
Sir, it's like where they're asking.
Sorry, you can ask.
Sir, it's like where they're asking a question like, will this happen or will this happen? It means we need to give our opinion, right?
Yeah, they are asking a question here, like, will this development be positive? Here you have a freedom to take any side. If you see, if there is an opinion and there is a freedom to give your opinion, that is a argumentative aspect. And where you need not to give your opinion, that is discursive. So it's a blend of both discursive and argumentative. don't get confused. Just in BP1, you answer this question, and in BP2, you give an opinion and just support, explain that and give an example. I'll do one thing. I'll share some double question answers on the group so that you can have an idea how it is written.
Okay.
Sure, sir. Yeah, that will help.
Sir,
Alright.
can I interrupt?
Yeah, sorry.
Sir, can I like ask one question? Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
Sir, in this body paragraph 1, we have to include the negative sides, and BP2 we have to like we can do like that, or we have to stick to the
I
one
would suggest
development only.
whatever side, like if you say that robots can be used for positive purposes like medical, agriculture. So in BP2, say that it's a positive development because it will go with your BP1. But if you say that robots will be for wars, robots can will be used for taking over others, controlling others, or robots will be used for taking the jobs of other people. So in that case, you are giving a negative hint that robots, the use of robot is negative side. Was this your question? Or you can ask your question again, like if I didn't answer your question.
No, sir. The question was become an like a positive or negative development, right? So we have to choose like in body paragraph 1, we have to write positive development,
No,
and
no, no.
after that in body
You don't have to write the
write
development in body paragraph 1. You just need to answer this question in body paragraph.
But
How
sir, if
robot
we're telling uses of something, isn't it difficult to highlight the negatives? Uses are something which are beneficial.
Okay, I can say that it will be used in war and control others. Other countries, like people will take over and cross the other territories. Definitely, it will be a bit difficult. But I can say use of one thing in a positive or negative both sides. Like if technology can be positively used and negatively used. People will start hacking others. They'll start stealing money with technology. Or I can say,
Child abuse.
use. You have a knife. You can use it for your like cutting the vegetables or cutting the throats.
Yes, yes.
Uses can be both positive and negative of anything.
So, sir, like if we are like writing a positive development or negative development, like our BP1 should also be little bit aligned with that opinion, right? Here.
Yeah, because that will show a coherence. Like why are you are saying it's in BP1 you are completely talking about the benefits, and then in BP2 you are saying that it's a negative development. It will not be coherent.
It will confuse the reader.
Yes, it will show the it will amuse the reader. Like why are you, like if you are telling only the benefits in BP1, why are you saying it's a negative development?
So suppose I write in BP1 like nowadays robots are replacing humans in certain jobs. So it gives a negative trend because there are high chances of losing a job. So it's just
No,
not.
if you mention that, then it will be give a negative impression. If you just say that, like people will be used in hotels, in medical field, in this, it is only the usage. But once you consider it as like people will lose their jobs, once you start mentioning that, then it's giving a negative impression.
Okay, sir.
So, sir, in discursive also we need to give example, right? Or we
The
need to
structure of BP will be this only.
okay.
Central idea, explanation and elaboration. All BP should have this structure. You should not go away from this structure.
Okay.
All right, everyone. So it was a great session. Like it's almost 2 hours, and I'm really enjoying talking to you. I wish I could talk to you more. You might have some more questions, but definitely I have some other sessions after this
Sir,
Zoom sessions.
sorry for interrupting. Can you please send this file also in the group, sir?
I'll try to share this. Let me save it because yes, I see it now. I'll share this file in the group, and then
Sir, you take only writing classes?
I take every classes, but because some of my students they have exam and they were struggling with their writing, so they requested me for task achievement and how to write like essays according to their structure. So yesterday my class was on task achievement, and today my class is about the types of essays and their structure. But I really want to take classes on like speaking, reading, listening, everything.
I guess reading is a little bit tough. I guess.
Class
So
will be
reading with list of headings and focus not given is a bit challenging.
background noise. Yes, you have a question?
Yes, sir. Reading with list of headings and
1 minute. It is okay. Maybe you can do one thing. You can post your query in the group because there is a noise. Okay, you can ask your question now.
so mean like if you take an S session on a list of headings and true false not given, it would be great because that's a bit challenging in reading actually.
Definitely, my next session would be on reading then because I've been taking sessions on writing for a long time. So I want to change my taste. Next session will be on reading. Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right. So thank you so much, everyone. Please post immediately. Post the
Yeah, that
feedback.
would be helpful for me as well.
I'll
Yeah,
definitely.
thank you, sir.
My next
Yeah.
session will be
Thank you
on
so
reading.
much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Your feedback motivates me a lot. So please share your feedback on the group immediately. Okay.
Thank you, sir. It
Thank
was very
you
helpful. Thank you so much for your time.
much. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir. It was very helpful.
Great. Yeah.